Welcome back to my soon not to be my shop. Hopefully, in the next 2 or 3 weeks, the big shop will be put in and I'll start getting moved into it and everything else. But what I have been needing is some lights on some of the equipment I might have in there, like the mill, the lathe, the drill, the press, and a couple of the other ones. And on my Ford Boy site, he posted a video where he took one of these lights and he changed it, which he's got a good point. It's safer. It's only 5 volts and everything like that. But he just put it on one light, and he said it would help his channel. If you buy one from Banggood, I bought 4 of them because I'm gonna need 4. So when I got to looking at them, I said, well, I'm gonna have to run 5 volt, cords and stuff, and I made a really nice table for the shop, and I'm wanting to put everything in there. I'm wanting to clean the electricity up, the cords where you can't see them. So what I'm going to do, I wanted to put the lights, hook them into the system. Got to looking around, bought these, the blue thing you're looking at there. It's the water or air spray for machine tooling, and to get you up on speed, what I'm doing there, I'm running the wire through there, and that's the light from Banggood right there. So I just cut the USB off, and I drilled a hole in that. I screwed on that piece of aluminum tubing to allow for a little bit of a heat sink, because these things get a little warm. But get back on topic though here. But I bought 4 of them from my Ford Boy, and I said not from him, from Banggood, at a really good deal, and they weren't expensive. So, but now I'm running the cord down through there. The actual flex hose, and like I said, that's for cooling in the air on machine tools and stuff like that, and other various things. They were not that expensive. I'm wanting to say I probably paid $5 a piece for them. The little project boxes these things go in were like $2 a piece. The transformer to kick it down from 110 volts AC to 5 volts DC, 2 amps, I think they were like $1.50 a piece. So I bought 4 of each. They put out really good light. They're not very heavy, and on that flexible tubing, they go right where you want them to. So now I'm putting on the rubber band that actually holds, because these are bicycle lights, and they got rubber bands to clip them around handlebars, and pretty neat deal there. This way you can rotate it on the piece of aluminum and bend the flex any way you want it. So, and like I said, for the whole one unit, you're probably looking at $15. What I have invested in them. So it's not really bad. And that's the board there. I think those were $1.50, maybe $2. Unfortunately, you can't find them in the U.S. here. You can only get them in China. So I had to get them from there. The only problem with that is it takes quite a long time to get here. And putting a little gland connector on there, so there's a nice gasket on the box, so everything would be pretty much watertight. Not waterproof. Nothing's waterproof, but pretty much watertight. So I'm soldering the AC wires on here. There's no determination for positive and negative on the 110 volt, but on the AC side, where it says AC, on that side is where I put the black wire, which would be the hot wire. Yeah, these things were very inexpensive, and I'm not recommending you to go out and do this. I assume no liability if you burn your house down or electrocute yourself. So, but this is just showing you what I did to add some light to some of the equipment I'm going to be putting in the new shop. And just as soon as I get that set up, we'll be getting back on the kayak motors, the newer motors, getting all that sorted out. 775 motors. So soldering on the cut the lead off kind of short coming through there. Now another thing I wanted to tell y'all how I got the hole in the upper lid, because that clear plastic, it is flimsy, and I thought several times, I said if I go to drill it with any size bit, I said it's gonna break. So what I did is I had a set of old nut drivers. So what I did with one that was about the right size, so when I tapped the lid to 1/2 inch NPT to fit the and I guess flex nozzle is the best word for it. I just heated it up. I kind of sharpened around the edge of it. I wasn't going to use it anyhow, and I heated it up with the torch, and I kind of burnt the hole through there, and it worked really well. As soon as I run the tap through there, it got rid of all the melted stuff and everything, and they screwed in very nicely. I did grind quite a bit off of the flex hose, the orange part that threads into the lid. I ground that off really short because you're limited on how much room you have between that and the board. So that was ground to pretty good minimum. Here I'm tinning the wires because I'm going to attempt to put them into the plug to show you how the light's working. I definitely do not recommend doing that. Here I am leaning over with a shirt on the back that says safety starts with me. So obviously I didn't heed that warning too much, but I did, and there it is, safety starts with me. But I did accomplish it. I did get it stuck in there. I was just wanting to do it for demonstration purposes, because I'm going to show you here later on where I'm actually going to tie the wires into. And we got the light going on there on the little board, and it powers it up, and quite a bright light. The boards say they'll put out 2 amps. Whether these things will need 2 amps to burn, I don't know, but I know 1 amp is not enough. So I actually had to use one of those battery packs to actually run the light. So there it is right there, and it folds right out of your way. It's very flexible, and it stays where you put it, and that's the part I like. That's kind of the reason I wanted to go with that. When you cut the drill on, the light's going to come on. Now, you saw I tied it in to where the motor is. The reason I did that, I don't want the board on all the time, and I want to eliminate most of all electricity wires on these things when I put them on the table, because I'm going to run probably the cord down through the center of it. I'm going to eliminate all the cords I possibly can. I'm going to hide them or whatever, because once they get bolted down, they're not going anywhere. They're going to stay right there where they're at. So that's what everyone's still burning. Man, hit like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. We're going to get the new shop up and going pretty quick, and it's going to be cool. All right, guys.